fellow NJCians. I'm so happy to be able to speak to you today. This is really special for two reasons. First, I never dreamed I was going to be asked by your principal, Mr. Ang Pao Chiu, to address the college as an alumnus. And secondly, I'm doing this through a video recording, which is really unusual. But how I wish I could speak to you all in person. You know, the NJC now is quite different from my time. Our campus, located across the road, was of a much smaller scale. We also don't have young secondary school students running around then. But I carry with it vivid memories of the college life. You know, I was not the top student in the college. There were many cleverer students around, especially the ASEAN scholars who regularly top all the tests. You know, in those days, we used to have the top students in every test put up on the notice board. And I can only wish that my marks were not two of the best at the time. But nevertheless, I have a great time in NJC. I joined the famous NJC Symphonic Band under the baton of Mr. Ho Hui Long, who has been a conductor for the college for the last 51 years. And did you know that the Prime Minister and his wife were also band members? So I played the xylophone in the percussion section. And those days, NJC band was really strong. We won successive gold medals in the inter-school band competitions that I was there. And some of my best friends in NJC were from my fellow bandmates. And we have kept in touch in a WhatsApp chat group even after 40 years. In fact, one of the band members is none other than our current Environment Minister, Mr. Masagos Zulkifli, who plays the trombone in the band. I can only tell you that college experience is going to be a very unique one, and you should cherish it. It will never come back to you again. And so take as many pictures as you want right now, because they will bring back special memories in times to come. I have been thinking hard of what I should be talking to you about. I'm sure you have heard many speeches before, and I bet you do not remember any one of them. It is said that people will forget what you say, they will forget what you do, but they will never forget how you make them feel. Emotion is a very strong stimulus, and I'm just hoping that you will spare me a couple of minutes to feel with me for the durations of what I must share with you today. What I want to say is that you are living in an extraordinary time, a very unusual time which your teachers, your parents, your grandparents have never gone through before. You are living through a pandemic, the COVID-19 viral pandemic. And I only have one word to describe it, and it is devastating. It is devastating to the number of lives lost. It is devastating to the millions of jobs that are also lost. The collapse of the world economies and the financial markets. And it's devastating to people's everyday life. And I know that you are concerned too, because jobs are lost and graduates are finding it difficult to find a job after graduating this year. And in the national survey done of people aged between 16 and 35, for which you fall in between, I know that you are very concerned about this coronavirus outbreak. Now, we do not know what is going to happen in the next few months. Can the world survive this? Will it descend into chaos? Can Singapore survive this? What if we all ran out of savings? What if we all ran out of food? What if the entire healthcare system is overwhelmed by the number of patients that are seeking care today? Indeed, there are many uncertainties ahead of us. How do we respond? Do we despair? Do we throw in the towel and give up? No. The medical fraternity for which I belong to is not giving up. The government is certainly not giving up. Now, we are determined to fight this pandemic with our hearts and minds, even with our lives. And we are determined to do so. And I think we will win if we all feel determined enough. During this pandemic, every hospital is asked to look after several foreign worker dormitory. Our job is to screen for virus in these workers and also to check on their health and well-being. This is a severe stretch of our manpower resources, especially when we all have the hospital patients to look after too. So we send out a call through social media asking Singaporeans for assistance. And you know what? Within a day, we have 1,000 fellow Singaporeans offering to help. And this is very touching. They come from different walks of life, but they all have compassion and the desire to help. And at times like this, we see the best of humanity surfacing, and we ought to feel encouraged and heartened by it. I see children writing cards and singing songs for the healthcare workers. I see people donating masks and food for the healthcare workers. And I see companies donating money to a Courage Fund and many other acts of charity. Everyone feels they have a part to do, and everyone is determined to do that, although small, for a common good. One thing that I'm truly grateful to is that I am born in Singapore, a country with a system that allows me and gives me an opportunity to succeed if I work hard. I'm grateful to my late parents who love and care for me. I am grateful for the education I received, especially the teachers from NJC. They have prepared me well enough to qualify for medical school in NUS. And that qualifications to medical school is a turning point in my life, because it allows me to become who I am and to do what I do. And for that, I learned to be grateful. And I've also been serving in the public service for the last 33 years as a public servant. I have not gone into private practice because I see value in service to ordinary Singaporeans, regardless of social status and financial background. I like to teach my young students and pass on my knowledge and skills to them. I like to teach medical students and hopefully be a good role model for them. I want to do research as well so that I can generate new knowledge to look after my patients better. I also want to teach the public to empower them to look after themselves. So I feel passionate about the things that I do and about serving my community in these small ways because I have been a beneficiary and I feel the need to pay it forward. What I have done, you all can do much more. Consider it a privilege that you're receiving an education at NJC. Be grateful to your parents who have cared for you and supported you. Be grateful to your teachers who are trying to do their best to give you the best education possible and to prepare you for a bright future ahead. And be grateful that you are Singaporean living in this community where there are many people working hard to make sure that you are safe, you are healthy, and that you will have a hope in the future. So when you grow up and you have decided what you want to do, be passionate about the things that you want to do, and always be determined also to persevere and finish what you have started to do, because there will surely be obstacles and trials in your way. After this address, you'll probably not remember who I am, when I was at NJC, where I work, and what I do. But it's okay. I just hope today you will remember someone make you feel grateful for who you are and what you have. 2, passionate about what you do and want to do in future. And 3, determined to surmount whatever difficulties that you may face to finally become who you want to be. Maybe one day you will be given the same once-in-a-lifetime privileges as I am to deliver a message to NJC of the future during their college day. I want to sum up finally by echoing what I used to cheer during competitions in NJC. NJC, all the way, NJC. Remember, we all come from the College of Nations, home of scholars and leaders who serve with honor. Thank you.